Hey math kids, today we're going to talk about measuring the spread of data, and it's chapter 12 section E. So there's a couple ways to talk about the spread. Okay, so we can do the range, interquartile range, variance, or standard deviation. These will be saved for a later video. So we're just going to focus on range and interquartile range. And so simply put, the range is just the max minus the min. So you take the highest value and subtract the lowest value, and that tells us the spread of where our data is. Interquartile range is a little bit different. So if I have a bunch of data points, just imagine these are all numbers, listed from least to greatest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This middle point is called the median. We've discussed that in previous videos. Now, if we take the remaining upper portion of the data and we look at the middle, so in this case it would be right in between those points, we're going to call that our third quartile. Now if we look at the first part, we look right here, this is our first quartile. So the median is technically the second quartile. And that the reason why they're called quartiles is because they break the data into 4 quarters. Like that. Now the interquartile range is simply Q3 minus Q1. Alright. And it's abbreviated as IQR, interquartile range. Okay? Alright, so let's start with a problem, or let's do a problem. It says the weight in kilograms of the pumpkins in herbs crop are 2.3, 3.1, 2.7, 4.1, 2.9, 4.0, 3.3, 3.7, 3.4, 5.1, 4.3, 2.9, and 4.2. Find the range. So all we need to do is find the highest and the lowest value. 5.1 is the highest. 2.3 is the lowest. And so we just say 5.1 minus 2.3, which equals 2.8. And the unit was kilograms for all of this stuff, and so that's our final value. Okay. Now, let's see. Let's zoom in a little bit. Okay, now we're moving on to example 6, and we're given this data set. These are all single digit. So 5, 5, 7, 3, 8, 2, 3, 4, 6, 5, 7, 6, 4. Okay, so it says find the median. So if we're going to do the median, let's write them from least to greatest. So we have 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 5, and then 6, 6, 7, 7, 8. 6, 6, 7, 7, 8. Okay. Now to find the median, we just need to find the middle. So we go 2, 2. Okay, so that's our median, is that middle 5. And then it wants us to find Q1 and Q3. So now we're going to just focus on this half of the data. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's going to be right in between here with a value of 6.5. Okay. And then if we look at this half of the data, we go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So it's going to be right here. So that's our Q1, and that's going to be 3.5 because it's what's right in between 3 and 4. Now if you need to, you can say 3 plus 4 over 2. And over here you could do 7 plus 6 over 2 if you want to do it that way instead. Okay, and then we want to find the interquartile range. So the IQR equals Q3 minus Q1, which equals 6.5 minus 3.5, which is equal to 3. Okay. And moving on to the next example, example 7. So we're given 12, 24, 17, 10, 16, 29, 22, 18, 32, 20. So we need to find the median first. So if we write it from least to greatest, we do 10, 12, 16, 17, 18, 20, 22, 24, 29, 32. Okay, so we wrote that from least to greatest. And we need to go find the middle. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1. So it's whatever's right in between here. So the median is going to be 19. Okay. Now it wants us to find Q1 and Q2. So the first half of the data, or sorry, the second half of the data is right there, which includes the 20 because the median was 19. So that's important. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is going to be the middle, or our Q3. And then if we look at the first half of the data, including the 18, that's important, this would be the middle number, and so that's our Q1. And so if we do the IQR, which is Q3 minus Q1, Q3 is 24 minus Q1, which is 16. And if we do that, we get 8. Okay, if you need additional help, please come to Math Lab. Until then, calculator.